Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today we are going to play around with this ESP32. We're going to do a little vibe coding. And I want to see how good of a chess game I can make. I did this on the ESP3266 yesterday, and it did pretty good. But I ended up going too late and I had to go to bed. And I have a little more time tonight. So we're going to try it on an ESP32 this time. It has a little more power. I'll show you the ESP32 here, but that's the last time you really need to see it because everything's going to happen on the screen right here. So first thing I'm going to do is open up the Arduino IDE. And something else I'm going to do is first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and just create a real simple web server, HTTP server, just to make sure everything's working fine. And also what I want to do, I'm going to create a new tab. And I'll tell you what, cancel that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. First, we're just going to tell Grok what we're doing. Grok, I have a Wemos Lolin 32 ESP32 board. And I want you to create a simple HTTP server. I want the Wi-Fi credentials to be stored in a separate header file. Tell me what to do. Put it all on Grok. Okay, Wi-Fi. Okay, this first create a header file. Okay. Copy to clipboard. And yeah, so I just copied this text. And we're going to create a new tab. And Grok wants us to call it Wi-Fi _config.h. And what this means, and we'll paste that code. What this means is that I'll just have to enter, like for this whole session, and I'll just have to enter my Wi-Fi credentials here, and then all the code that Grok writes, it'll know to pull it from this file. Also means I won't have to expose my information to you guys. So I'll be right back. I'm going to just type my Wi-Fi name and password in now. Okay, we're back, and I did go ahead and put my information in there. And then now we're just going to go, it says here's the main code for the server. And really, we just want to make sure this board can connect okay. So it should be pretty simple. It should, and look, you can see it's going to pull it. Does it include? Yeah, look, it includes that config file right here. That one I made right here. So that should work. Serial will begin, so it's going to begin a serial connection, which we'll be able to monitor right here with serial monitor at 115,200 baud. And it's going to write to the serial monitor what the IP address is, and that's what we need. So yeah, we'll go ahead and upload that. Oh, no board selected. Okay, wait, I have to select a board. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. This is a serial port. Wemos Lolin. This one right here. Okay, that should work. All right, now we should be able to upload. And it's going to compile and stuff. I'm going to let it do its thing, and I'll be back once it's finished. Okay, the compile is done. That took about a minute. Took a little longer than you would think. And now it's connecting to the board and it's writing the program, the compiled program to the flash memory of the ESP32. And it should run it. Should run it after we get done here. Okay, and then we should be able to look at the serial monitor. It's got like a time here. But I think we're missing something. So I'm just gonna hit reset. Okay, connecting to ShedNet, Wi-Fi connected, And then it gives me the IP address. HTTP server started. This is all very good news. So now what we can do is we can just open a new tab. And this will just be served on our local intranet. This isn't going out to the World Wide Web. Okay, look. Welcome to ESP32 web server. And it gives an IP address. Perfect. Okay, so that's working fine. And now I want you to make the ESP32 host a web-based chess game. For starters, just have it draw out the chessboard and put Unicode chess pieces on it, so I can make sure we are on the same page. Okay, and it's going to spit out some code, hopefully. Yeah, there it goes. Running pretty quick tonight. Okay, and yeah, look, you see the cool thing is Unicode, there's actually a character set with chess pieces in it already. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so we're just going to copy that. We're going to do a Command A, and then we're going to Command V. Lots of copying and pasting, of course. And then we're going to upload that code, and we'll be right back. Okay, it's uploading the code now. I'm not going to make y'all wait for the compiles every time, because it'd just be like 45 seconds of nothingness. And as a matter of fact, in the future, I might not even come back until it's done uploading. Okay, so now when I hit refresh, we are on .156 still. It's telling me that, which is a good thing. We're just going to hit refresh and see what it drew. Oh, man, that looks... Oh, wait. If I do English, will it do it? No. Okay, that is not right at all. So here's a little trick that I like to use. And that's just to take a screenshot. And then if you do it quick enough on the Mac, you can just drag it right in. Doesn't look right. Also, can you center the board, please? And let's see. No, I mean in code, not a picture. What is this? Oh, it thinks I want it to edit that image. That's what's going on. Yeah, I want you to draw a board like this, Grok. What? What is this? That's crazy. Okay. I mean code, Grok. Come on. Okay, so apologies. I see the issue. Okay, so it sees the issue. Literally saw the issue. And using what is all this? Look at this. Using screenshots is very helpful, I found, because Grok knows what it thinks the output will be, but if that doesn't match what's actually on the screen, then it can really help Grok to actually visualize what's going on in the real world. So that is its connection to the real world. I find that's very useful, and it could say a picture says 1,000 words, right? We've all heard that, and that's true. That was much easier for me just to do a screenshot in that case, and I left it on this time. So let's see what happens once it uploads and we hit refresh. Hard resetting. Okay. And I think it's good. Okay, let's hit refresh. Maybe it didn't. Okay, there. Oh, yeah. All right, look. Now it's good. That looks great. Okay, I don't want it that low. Okay, but this is fine. Google's asking me if I want to translate because it's like it thinks this is a weird language. Queen goes on her own color. Checkerboard looks right. Chessboard looks right. Pieces look like they're all in the right places. So yeah, this is looking good so far. Now this is where things will get interesting. Now I want the board to play me at chess. All moves must be legal. So make sure the board knows how to play. Let's see, what else do I want to do? When it's the human's turn, one click should make the square change color to signify that piece is the one that will be moved. The next click should move the piece to that square if it's legal. Does that make sense? Track the game state, human interaction. Oh wait, you know what? I'm going to tell it. Okay, I want the ESP32 to have a 5-second time limit per move, and I'm doing a display this counter on the screen, and I'm doing this because I want this. I don't want this to take too long to demonstrate. So we're going to ask Grok to spit out this code. 5-second time limit. Okay, JavaScript to handle the timer display. Okay. All right, so shooting out some code. We'll be back. Okay, got the code all written out. I'm going to copy it, and we're going to paste it again. Whoops. Copy it and paste it, and then we're going to upload it. And the other time I used an ESP32, I used it in MicroPython. And one thing I'll say about MicroPython, the code doesn't run near as fast as the C++ code does. However, one thing that is way better about it, you don't have to wait for the compiling because it's not a compiled language, it's interpreted. So making a change and then running the code is instant, which is kind of a big deal. It's really pretty nice. As far as developing the program goes. But this code, the Arduino C++ code runs way faster. So let's do a refresh. Okay, it says your turn. That's good. I don't see a clock on the board yet, but maybe it will whenever it's the computer's turn. So I'm going to click on a pawn. Okay, and then it made it yellow. I wanted that, and we're going to move up 2 squares. It did, and look, there's the timer. The computer should move. Okay, the timer ran out, and the compute. Do I have to refresh? You know what? My move went fine. Then the timer ran, and when the timer ran out, nothing happened. The computer didn't move. What you got to say about that, Grocky? Let's vibe it out. I understand the issue. When the timer, the suggest, timer enforcement, let's debug, let's modify. Okay, it's going to fix it. It's going to fix it. Okay, it finished the code. And we're going to upload that. Okay, it's compiled and it is almost finished uploading now. Very curious to see if this is going to work. Okay, I think it's going. Okay, my turn. So let me move this pawn again. That still works. Whoa, look at this. Serial monitor is going crazy. Okay, it moved, and it made a legal move. That's good. That's a legal chess move. There's a problem, though. My pawn is now a queen. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show Grok. Man, this is not going well so far. Okay, I move my pawn fine. Then the computer moved fine. Then it was my turn, and I noticed my pawn had been promoted to a queen. Let's see what it has to say about this. Okay, one of your pawns was unexpectedly promoted to a queen. It's a bug, issue lies, and blah, blah, blah. This line is incorrect. Here's a corrected code. Okay. All right, I'm going to let it write all that code out, and then I'll copy, paste, upload, and we'll be back. Okay, we are back, and we are running it again. Whoops. Okay, so I clicked. I make my move. Timer running. Looking for a legal move from computer. Legal move. Not a great move. Knight on the rim is dim. Is that what they call it? Okay, I made my move. Look, it didn't promote my pawn this time. That's awesome. Okay, that's another really bad move. I've never seen this sequence of moves in a chess game ever, but that's not the point. We just want to make sure the game actually runs. And everything is legal. Okay, it moved back. Okay, that's good. We're just going to continue to develop our pieces. I haven't played chess in a while, and I never was like, oh, look, it's just moving back and forth. How dumb. Okay, we're going to force it to do something else. We're going to trade. Oh, look, it did do the capture correctly. Feature I want is to show captured pieces off to the left. Look, it didn't even capture this. Okay, fine. I'll kick your butt. So far, though, it looks like it is making... It's not making good moves, but... will it let me castle? Okay, so another feature I need to add. I need to jot these down. Hang on, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm a little sticky pad, as professional vibe coders have. So we want captured pieces to show on the left, move list on the right of the board, and then what? Oh, allow for castling. Okay. And, yeah, we'll just go with that for now. Okay, but let's continue this game and see what happens. You know what? I don't think I'll declick that. I don't think it's going to ever do anything else. So I'm going to have to force the action here. Look, it just keeps moving that rook. I didn't tell it had to be good. But I don't know how it comes up with these moves. Is it going to take the pawn? Is it going to capture? No. Okay, I'm going to check you. What's it going to do now? It's got to get out of check. Oh, what did it do? Did it move? Okay. All right. Oh, let me drag this in. Okay, the problem this time, I put the computer in check, and it didn't get out of check. That's illegal. And we'll let Grok work through this one. Okay, which is indeed illegal. Detect check. Okay, it should have already been doing that. Enforce legal moves for the AI. And then it's got the updated code, which we'll upload. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop the upload real quick. I'm just going to copy this. And, okay. Now, I'll be back once the code's written. Man, I just realized this code is getting super long. This last code was 343 lines long, and it's going to get longer. This is a pretty big program so far. But another thing I thought to ask it, not on this run through, we can do it later. Did you allow for en passant capture? I think the code is written. It is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this out for a spin after it compiles and uploads. Whoa, we got our first, I guess a syntax error or something. I don't know. Look at all this mess here. But I don't have to worry about that because all I have to do as a vibe coder and as an official vibe coder, I just hit copy error message, and then I paste error message, and I let Grok sort all that out. That's way too complex for me. I see the issue. Of course you do. Okay, now it's going to rewrite the code. It's going to be a minute. Okay, I turned the recording back on because I'm about to try to compile that again. And last time it did not compile. We gave it the error message. Let's see if we get it to compile this time. Almost there. So far, so good. Okay, it compiled. That's good. That's good. That's great. Okay, I just finished uploading. I want y'all to notice our code is now ballooned up to 533 lines now. And I've been shooting this video almost in real time. The only parts that aren't really real time are when it's compiling and uploading. Hard resetting. Okay. All right, it should be running. It's not. Oh. Well, it's trying. It doesn't look good. But you know what? I'm going to take, well, you know what I'm going to do while I'm playing this? I'm going to tell Grok real quick. Can you make this look way better? Put the captured pieces and the move list in a nicely formatted table on either side of the board. That looks like you didn't care where the hell it went. I'll say thank you because that was a little harsh. Okay, and while it's doing that thing, we'll go ahead and give this a whirl. Okay, so we're gonna move our pawn. Time runs. And let me guess. Knight's gonna move out. It didn't make a move at all. We're regressing. Not only that, it did this again. Look at this. No, I mean in the code. Also, I ran the last code you wrote, and the computer is back to not moving again when the timer runs out. Oh boy, I feel like maybe I'm trying to do too much at once. And here's the problem with trying to do something like this all in one go, all in one piece of code, is that my understanding of the way these AI models work is that it takes everything that's happened. Look, it's really hanging here. Look, it didn't even do it. It takes everything that's in this conversation so far, and every time you extend the conversation, it resubmits that piece and all the rest of the conversation you've had so far. So it starts to take longer and longer and longer as the code grows. Okay, now it's writing the code. But it starts taking long. I did another project on the Pico W, and it worked fine. But the code ended up being like 1,100 something lines, and there at the end, man, it was painful waiting for the rewrites. And I know real coders hearing a vibe coder talk about it being painful waiting for the code to get spat out at you when you don't even know how it works. That's probably pretty painful for you guys to hear too, which I understand. Okay, it's uploading the code now, but I'm looking at this change list, and it added a bunch of stuff I don't think I asked for, but I think it might have taken one of the photos that it generated and thought that I wanted like a wooden border and shadows and all this other stuff. Oh my gosh. What did I create? Oh wow, look at that. That looks fantastic. You see? Oh, that looks good. You did good. I don't know how this capture pieces thing is going to work, but move. Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty sweet. Let's see if the move one white, one black. No, that's not right. Also, the clock is not running. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to tell it the timer doesn't even run. It's like it's hung up or something. Oh boy, we'll be back in a minute. This takes it forever. Okay, can't lie, I'm starting to lose faith. We're uploading the latest iteration. I'm definitely starting to wonder if this is going to work. Okay, it looks like it reset. Oh, here goes nothing. Timer running. Will it make a move? It didn't make a move. So, timer ran, computer didn't make a move. At this point, every time I hit enter, it's like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. Okay, should be about ready here. Let's see, I don't know. Can I look at the serial monitor? Maybe I'll just hit refresh. Okay, yeah. All right. So here we go. Make our move. Timer run. Please make a move. Still not making a move when the timer runs out. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting close to giving up here. I think it's running again. Yeah, server running. That's good. My piece moved. Good. Clock running. Good. Computer didn't move. Oh, it did move. Look. Okay, awesome. Now the move list is screwed up, but that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Yeah. I'll deal with that in a little bit. Let's see if it'll make another move. Okay. It just took it a second to refresh, but it is making moves. And so far they are all legal. Okay, it's making a bunch of pawn moves. Oh, I did ask it to allow for castling. So, let's see, I'm going to move my bishop here to make way for... Oh, you know what? Something else I need to do is I need to try and make an illegal move at some point. Let's see if the castle works by just clicking here. It did. Look, it castled, and it put the rook in the correct place. Well done. Well done, Grok and ESP32. Look, it's just making simple pawn moves. That's fine. I just want it, I'll activate this rook. This open file right here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get... Nah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to... What am I going to do here? Okay, I'm going to get... Oops. What, I forgot. You can't drag it like that. Oh, yeah. Let me try and make an illegal move. No. Okay, I want to put it here. No. Okay, I want to move it like a knight. No. Okay, I want to put the knight right here. Right here. No. Okay, good. So it looks like it's checking for the legality of my moves. That's good. The move list is messed up. That's on the to-do list. Oh, it moved all of its pawns out one space. Okay, well done. Well done. Okay, I'm going to move this knight here. We are playing a game of chess against our little $2 board or whatever it cost. Okay, all right. It moved something other than a pawn. Okay, I'll make some pawn moves too. This is a very passive game so far. But that's going to change. Okay, it moved a knight out. And that was a legal move. So let's go ahead and try and initiate some conflict. And let's see what this... Let's see what our little captured thing does. I'm hoping... What did it do? Okay, did it move a bishop out? I'm not sure. I'm thinking these little strips here and here are where the pieces are going to be displayed. And it'll dynamically change. We're going to find out right now because I'm going to capture a piece. Okay, captured by white. Look, it put here. Okay, sweet. Okay, all right. It moved its queen over here. Okay, creating a little corner of power. All right. Okay, I'm playing chess against this little board. This is actually kind of cool. It sucks at it. But it's working. Now, question. Has it allowed for the promotion of this pawn? What did it do? I missed what it did. What did it... Oh, it moved the king. Instead of... Okay. Well, I can't promote it now, so it was a terrible move, but that's okay. Pawn storm, baby. Let's go. Okay. Pawn storm. We're coming after you. Okay, move back. All right. I'm going to bring this knight into the mix. We're going to put the old king in check here, maybe. It just keeps on moving back and forth. Check. Look, the board. Oh, I see what's going on. The move list keeps expanding. Okay, I get it. It took my pawn. Look, okay, that's what I was hoping it would do. It took my pawn and it, yeah, sweet. Okay, I'm going to capture. Oh, look, now, we have a new bug. Now the move list is causing the board to no longer... Oh, man. Okay, we have some time pressure now because pretty soon... Oh, no. Pretty soon we aren't going to... Does it redraw it, though? Oh, no. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to... Okay. So we're at a point now where I've got to show Grok what's going on. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. So we're going to do this change, and if it works... then I think we're going to be done with this. Okay, as the move list gets longer, it makes the top of the board get cut off. Also, as you can see, the moves aren't being displayed in the correct fields in the table. The capture pieces function is working fine. I want the move list to show in reverse order, meaning I want the most recent move to be at the top of the list. Okay, let me give Grok that and see what it does with it. Please don't break the game because it's working pretty good. Okay, Grok made the updated code. It's compiling and uploading now, but we'll look at this real quick. It's always good, like after you put in your last prompt, to read this to make sure that Grok has an understanding of what the issues were. Moves are not being displayed in the correct columns. They're being placed in the same column. Okay, move list overflow. As the move list grows, okay, good. Move list order. Okay, AI not moving. Oh, no, the AI was moving. Oh, no. Oh, great. It was working. Okay, well, oh boy, I might have made it break it again. I'll have to explain that to it. Let's see. Must not restart it yet. Okay, now it's started. Okay. All right, let's go. And it's going to screw this up again. Okay, it is moving though. Okay, I'm gonna be much more aggressive this time. I thought I clicked move. Okay. Be much more aggressive this time. We're gonna try and make things happen quicker. Okay, here we go. You get real bloody. Okay, and look, it is doing the moves in reverse order. It's just not displaying correctly. That's all. Oh, it didn't recapture. Okay. Okay, well, oops. I didn't wait for it to refresh. Okay. Take here. It's being very passive. Captured pieces are showing up correctly, though. Nothing has gone wrong so far except for the move list. Let's put you in check. At a bare minimum, I'm going to have the opportunity to trade 2 pawns for a piece. My turn, and it's in check. No, okay, good. All right, it did capture. So here we go. It's in check again. Let's see if it captures again, and what will it capture with? Okay, it captured with the bishop. All right. So let's go ahead and just take this pawn and see if it. See, now once we get this running correctly, we're not going to do all this in this video. Maybe I'll do that in a future video. Once we get the mechanics all working correctly, then we can start to work on the logic a little more. What move did it make? Did it move a pawn? Gee, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure what it did. BF1, is that? No, those are both captures. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, let's just keep pushing. It's moving pawns. Okay. I need to slow down on my clicks. Got to remember I'm running a server on it. It doesn't want to capture that piece. Okay, let's try and castle. Okay, the castle worked. That's good. There's a lot of things going on here that we can work with. Okay, it pushed a pawn. All right, let's go here. But we could definitely improve the logic at some point. And oh, that's interesting. Oh, look, it's scrollable now. Scrollable move list. That's well played. I like that. What was the last move? Okay, it's attacking my bishop again. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We're going to attack its bishop. And we have the knight backing that bishop up if it decides to capture, but I don't think it will. Okay, it just moved that back. Okay, so we're going to take your bishop now. Okay, it took... Okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We'll go ahead and take the queen. It's going to have to capture. It doesn't have a choice. It's going to have to capture it with the king. That's the only legal move. It found the legal move. That's good. That's not nothing. I mean, that's simple to a human brain. But it had to search for and locate the only legal move, and it did it. Now you have to get out of check. It seems like it's still thinking after the timer runs out, because these refreshes, they take a long time. Okay, it just decided to sacrifice that bishop. I need to get this bishop out of the way. So we'll just put it here. And then we can start trying to work on a checkmate. We'll double these rooks up. Okay, I'm going to get 2 rooks. Okay, now I can check here. Oh no, that's checkmate. This will be checkmate. Right? Right, yes. Okay, what's it going to say when it gets checkmated? I'm guessing, is it going to say anything? Or is it just going to keep looking for a move? Or what? So that would be another feature. I'm going to write that in here. Okay, so the move list still is not working. And when I checkmate, what happened? Why is the timer running? When I checkmate the black king, it doesn't end the game. Okay, so those are going to be future improvements, but we did manage to build and play a full game of chess on our ESP32, and there were no illegal moves made. And this captured thing, look, I don't even know what it's doing here. This captured thing, that worked great. The move list still needs some work. We definitely have we need to improve like the logic. But yeah, this was pretty cool. This was fun. We vibed it out. I hope y'all enjoyed watching and maybe picked up some ideas for something you want to try. So thanks a bunch for watching, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.